I guess just even before we get to the topic, why don't you name about 3 things that changed in the last 8 months, and basically 8 months for you?
Well, what changed for me in the last 8 months is one, location.
Obviously new.
Obviously new. No longer in the man cave no more. Now in the basement or dungeon, whatever you call the studio. Mm-hmm. I'm in my own spot now. Mm-hmm. That's one. Number 2, still in the let's get to it. No longer married. Well, in the process of finalized. That's still going on. Mm-hmm. Shit. Number 3, been through like 3 different jobs. At the age of 42, I ain't never been fired or laid off from a job. Actually, yeah, never. But this last 8 months, 2 jobs laid me off out of nowhere. So we got a lot to talk about, a lot to go in this season 3 of the Chop Team.
Yes, sir.
So get your tea, get your water, get your coffee, get your drink, tap in, because we're about to go in. A lot of interesting things going on, but we're going to talk about it.
Yep. Hey, full disclaimer, outside of YouTube guidelines, we got to do to maintain a channel.
Yes.
This is going to be the realest, most uncut season yet. And we've said a lot of stuff already coming into it. But my boy's off the hook now. He's out of the dungeon.
Hey, lots to chain and ball too. Literally, lots to chain and ball.
So it's going to be funny because me except the Dark Child, I'm normally the one who was saying stuff that was a little bit. It's going to be funny trying to watch me keep this dude under control. Let's see what we got.
Interesting, right? All right, so let's get it. So the topic we have for today, which you also see in the on the caption before you click on the video, but I'm gonna tap it. It'll be there shortly. But it's why do men stay single longer? I'm gonna say that again. Why do men stay single longer? Seth, how does this come about, sir?
Okay, so in my own personal life, I have friends, So
you have friends?
I do. A lot of people think I'm just a dark child, all in the dark. No.
Well, I'm one of those friends too, ladies and gentlemen. Outside the podcast, we are friends.
No. I mean female friends. Y'all probably think I'm a devil out there. I got girls who actually enjoy talking to me.
Okay.
And I don't get it either. But anyway, so I had a friend of mine. Me and her got down into some weeds, and she came at me out of the blue. I wasn't prepped for the conversation. And said, hey, I need to ask you a question. Why do men take so long to get into relationships nowadays? And my brain shut down because I was like, I know she ain't stupid enough to ask me this.
She don't know. Well, then again, she do know.
She's supposed to have known, but I guess it's so cold out there in the winter right now.
Right.
That women can see what we think they should be able to see. And once again, the question hit her. That's a conversation her and her friends was having that she brought to me because she thought I would give her some real knowledge.
Okay.
I had a couple of opinions about that topic. And after speaking with her, I was like, you know what? This is something we need to chop up. So, you want to run with it? You want to start?
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So, all right. Why? In no order. There are so many different reasons. But why do men take so long to get into relationships nowadays?
Now, also, go something real quick before you go into it. So, is this men, period, going to relationship, or does men come out of relationship, or it doesn't matter across the board?
Well, you know what? Because once again, we can all bark up the same tree from different angles.
Right.
The point being is,
okay,
like from my own point of view, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for almost 8 years, right? And I saw no reason to get back into a relationship. So let's say like my first I thought that popped in my head was, I saw no reason to get into a relationship. What's the benefit of being in a relationship with you at this point? My last relationship, I thought that I was building a future for me and my ex-wife and my kids. When she decided, and once again, women file divorce the majority of the time.
Facts.
When she decided that our relationship wasn't benefiting her anymore, she got up and left. And she didn't just leave with a pat on the back saying it was fun, but I'm out. Nope, she caused the ruckus on the way out the door. Called, divorce and stuff like that. Cool. Now that I'm free, I look at my life and I'm almost finished paying off my house. My car's paid for. I paid off all my credit card debts. I don't owe nobody nothing. My job is doing well. I make my money, my cash flow is great. Give me one reason I should incorporate somebody into my situation that has the potential to mess up my peace.
So with that being said, he just named 4 benefit things for himself that he accomplished after going through the flame, the fire, the fight, the struggle, to now, okay, I'm back on above sea level. At this moment now, I'm at the pretty much finish line, right? Why do I want to take that opportunity and bring someone in who can possibly take me back down that same route all over again?
All over again.
So that's kind of like answer one of the questions of why most men kind of, especially in that scenario, will kind of wait to get back into another relationship, or at least a serious relationship. Because we as men, we're going to have relations, but get into a serious one, committed one, where I may think about marriage, which probably won't be right away, honestly, is because it's the struggle that the men must go through. And I never heard of a woman who had to go through a struggle when they went through a divorce. Some do, some do. Once again, when we speak, and we have to speak all the time, previous shows, we don't speak in absolute. So we're never saying all women.
No,
we're just saying most women. Because most women, when they leave a marriage, they get what's called a severance package. Now, I got a severance package when my job laid me off, so I know what that is. I know it's like from a job perspective, but from a relationship part, I didn't get a severance package. I was the one who was giving out the severance package. But I digress for a second.
Yeah. You was about to go in.
You felt it? You felt it? Is that dark twin now?
Yeah, I'm serious.
The roles are switched now. It's no longer dark set.
Dark
twin is now activated.
But seriously. So So once again, that part. Money, peace of mind. It's a lot of those things. So that was one topic, and I talked to her about that. Once again, there's literally no reason to run into a relationship. Another topic came up was, what is actually the benefit to me of getting in a relationship with you, right? Because when you're young, a lot of people hesitate to say this, but the truth of the matter is, what is the primary motivator for a man to be in a relationship? Sex. We want it 17 times a day.
Because let's be real, let's be frank. It's hard, not hard, but it's difficult, not difficult, it's stressful, time consuming. You waste the money to get one thing that we just want. Going on multiple dates, make sure you gotta be fly, make sure you got chivalry. It's like so many things you gotta do with totally different women. You got when you're free this time. It's like at a certain point, we don't have time for that. We want one person that we can get it from all the time, and that's it, and be happy.
Oh, add on to that. Add on to that. That when we do decide to get with a woman, we are taking on. It ain't just the time and the money and the dating. That's one thing. That's the fun part. Really,
yes.
If you can afford to have that leisure time. No. It's the other side of being in a committed relationship. Because, once again, the light bill, water bill, gas bill, maintenance on the vehicles, those are chores that when you get married, we take on. Women take them on also. But honestly, let's be 1,000. Women don't do for men what men do for women no more. Them days is over.
Yeah, as far as traditional, I feel bad for even the younger generation and the one now. Traditional marriages or traditional people are no longer there. Men are still, in a sense, still traditional because they want to get married. Because honestly, we're the ones who propose to you, right? We choose you to be our wife. We choose you to be our girlfriend. So we traditional, and we choose to protect you, provide for you, all those things. We choose those things. I'm talking about men who are marrying women. I'm not talking about the men who are out there just sleep with a bunch of women and give them babies. I'm not talking about the Pookies and Ray Rays. We're discussing here the men who want to be in marriage, want to be that family unit that's built to be something bigger than what it is. We're talking about us and them guys.
And once again, beat that hit nail on the head. When you're, and this is still answering the question. We ain't off the topic. But when you are in a relationship as a man,
Mm-hmm.
your job never changes.
No.
Keep the car running. Keep the maintenance on the house. Keep the yard done. Pay the bill. Protect your house. Right.
Right.
You can't not be a man. Putting a woman in my space doesn't change a thing. If when I was single, I did my own laundry. I washed my own clothes. I feed myself. You know, I gotta entertain myself. In addition to protecting myself, keeping the roof over my head, keeping the light bill paid. Nothing changes, right? But when the woman comes into your space, all of a sudden, there's a certain amount of responsibilities that come with just being a human that she brings to you that you will automatically take. How much more difficult is it to keep two cars running than one? How much more difficult is it gonna be to keep the roof on the house or food in the refrigerator for two people than one? You're gonna just handle it. You, the grown man, you handle it. When they come to us, we take that from them. We doing them that favor. And unfortunately, once again, why men don't get into relationships like they used to is because you guys don't bring nothing to the table but problems 99% of the time. And the only reason we in a relationship primarily is for sex. And here's the third reason men, in my opinion, don't get into relationships like we used to. I can't speak for younger people. I'm not speaking for the 20-year-olds. I'm not speaking for the 30-year-olds. Hell, I'm not really speaking for the 40-year-olds. I'm 50. I'll be 50 in June. I'll be 50 years old. Ask me how many times a week I want to screw. I would like to lie, and I'm on this podcast, and say I want to have sex 17 times a day. I'm going to be honest with you. If I got that shit 5 times a week, it's a little bit more than I want. Man, my back ain't as strong as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? 5 times a week is work. So you think I want to take care of your car, your bills, your hair, your nails, keeping you safe, putting food on the table for a measly 5 nuts a week? And that's if I can talk you into doing it, because y'all don't put out the way y'all used to anyway. They come in the door when you first start meet a woman, she trying to break your back so much that you begging for help. About 2 years into it, bruh, you can count on your fingers of one hand how many times you have sex with your partner a month after about 2 years. Am I wrong? And that's at 50. I don't know about 20-year-olds.
Right.
Why would I see no reason. It's a fourth one. I see no reason to get into a relationship at my age. There's no actual benefit to it.
So, go ahead. Go with the next one, because I found out where you're going with it. Go ahead.
And the last one is we're still talking about sex. So recently, I just came back from the DR.
Passport, bro?
All the way, brother.
Oh, man. I'm going on the next trip.
Oh, bro. We got to do this. The problem being is this, when you go to another place, you know what I encountered in the DR? Enthusiastic, pretty young ladies.
Okay.
Enthusiastic, smiling in your face, having a good time.
Okay.
Just a happy go.
So no drama, no one cussing you out, no.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't take my shades with me. I didn't realize in certain countries, if you make eye contact with a woman, Americans don't do it. So I had no idea.
Well, technically we do, just the role switch.
Well, yeah, okay, the role switch.
Yeah, it's us.
I totally missed the fact that if you make eye contact with somebody for too long, they come to you. The women, they come to you.
They approach you.
I totally forgot that. Because I'm used to making eye contact with a woman, and then if she look at me for more than 3 seconds, I got to get my courage up to go over there and be the man. I had no idea that they could want me like that, even at 50. So, boom, I can leave the country. I can find somebody who was I'm easier to deal with. And once again, your hair and nails, you're keeping you as the woman you want to be. That is not a required. It's expensive to have an American woman. Take your butt somewhere else. You can have a whole happy relationship for a quarter of the price of trying to have it with an American woman with no headaches and no frustration. Yeah, ladies, that's why we don't rush into relationships no more.
And I want to add another point to it.
Mm-hmm.
Is maybe going to another conversation we'll have later on another topic.
Right.
But once again, the main topic is why do men stay single longer?
Mm-hmm.
So to add another point on top of the sex part, it's the compromise.
Get real with it.
It's the compromising part. Once you get to a point where you have compromising so long in a relationship, and once again, you made it through the storm. You know, you made it. You're done. You're free. Okay, all right. Here's my lifestyle going forward. Why do men stay single longer? Do I want to go back into another relationship and have to really constant compromise with somebody who can really turn my world upside down based off of feeling, right? Based on not having accountability. Based on the fact of that having someone keeping that person in check. Because everybody always try to say, oh, well, it's your job to check her. And no one, I talked to so many women, so many men. I said, so what does it look like as far as make someone do something that they don't want to do? What does that look like? Oh, he's got to pray for it. Faith without action gets nothing done. And it's Sunday too. Message. So I can sit and pray, oh Lord, please let her help me out. Lord, let her do this thing. But that's just words. She got to put the work in. She got to want to have it in her to want to do it, right? So why would I want to compromise all over again after making it through hell? Hey, listen, I tell you this, fellas. I always been candid on all my shows. Listen, marriage, it's a beautiful thing. It is. But the other side of it is not so beautiful. One piece of paper, I have a stack over here. We're going to talk about that in another show. We're going to talk about that.
But that's what
but on this one here, why men stay single longer? I mean, we gave some good valid points there. So, you know, it's really hard. Like, you have to understand. See, women, you don't understand that because y'all don't go through it. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have men chasing down all day. Go ahead.
I want to bite that. It ain't that women don't understand, they don't go through it.
They don't care.
They don't, because when they break up a relationship, they get cash and prizes. You get my kids. You get my house. You get my bank accounts. You get so many benefits for breaking up a relationship that you can't. If I was a woman, I'd break them up. That's the law. If I was a woman, I would break up my relationship because you get cash and prizes. But how many times you think you're gonna break up a relationship with a man, with somebody before that? I'm sorry. I just remembered point number 5.
Go ahead.
Point number 5. Why are men so hesitant to get into a relationship? You might just want to cut this out. Point number 5. Social media. Women do not learn the way men learn. Women can hear a whole lot of things, and they will only actually get it if it matters to them at that moment. Right? Men don't think like that.
Say that again.
Women can hear and know everything, but they won't get it until it matters to them in that moment.
Message.
Men are different. If I learn something, I know it. If I learn how to build a house, if I learn how to use a hammer, if I learn how to fix a radiator on a car, 10 years later, I still know how to fix that. When I'm driving down the street and my car makes a weird sound, I don't just have to reteach myself what that sound means.
You know.
I know it. I learned it.
It's ingrained.
It's ingrained. Women don't do that. Y'all learn differently. So when you put up these stupid videos on the internet and on social media, I don't need no man. I can do bad all by myself. Well, how many times you say that before? Men don't just hear it. They don't just hear it. We learn it. We believe it. When you say you don't need a man, when you say all a man can do for me is pay my bill, it might have just been one woman saying that. But the internet is forever, boo. That one video could have been seen by 10 million people.
And for some reason, it gets amplified too.
Exactly.
So you like, each time you scroll, like, hey, another one? Another one? I'm like,
another one.
Another one. My son on that, another one.
Exactly. And when that happens, once again, men are learning. And I've said this years ago. Once again, I didn't even understand exactly everything I was saying then. I said it years ago. When men learn stuff, the first thing we do is learn what the problem is. The second thing we start doing is try to solve for a problem. And the internet has put relationship problems in our face in a way we can't ignore. And men work towards fixing the issue.
Yeah, resolution.
And
Definitely.
That's it. Women have said they don't need relationships, they don't need men, they don't care about men. And now you wonder why men don't want to be in relationships, men don't want to be married, men ain't committed. You said it. And even if you said it and you only meant it on Thursday, August 29th, 2014, when you made the video, that's when you meant what you said. It doesn't matter to us. You said it. That's the rule. And I don't hear a whole bunch of y'all coming back to apologize for the crap you said. Until you say sorry, the rule stands.
And then when you do get somebody who do say sorry, they attack that one person.
Which means that they was never sorry.
And they call them a pick me or whatever it may be. But, you know, so I get it. But this is hopefully we answer your questions, answer your questions as far as why do men stay single longer. We don't got to beat this up as long as it is. We really got to the point. We gave you meat and potatoes and some and dessert to go with it. Mm-hmm. So if you want to know more about why do we exit, listen, you know how to get in contact with us. You got the Dachopteam on Instagram. You got Darkchild on Instagram. You got Twin Zing on Instagram. You got the email at the Dachopteam@gmail. There's plenty of ways you can get to us. You want to know, slide my DM, ladies. Like what?
Now that you in there, slide on. Preferably leave your panties off.
Hey. But listen, this season 3 is going to be totally different from the previous one. I'm going to try to keep the dark to a minimal. I can't promise you, though.
I don't even like the fact that I gotta be the good one.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you need that. You know, yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? So, anything else want to say before we let the one end?
No, I think we beat this to death. But
all right.
Once again, that's you wanted to know. This is our perspective.
And once again, this is another question that we decided to talk about. A woman, a lady, a grown woman, asked Seth Darkchild this question. So we just answered the question that I asked from ladies. So this ain't like, oh, we men this. No, we just answering the question that this lady wanted to know. And I'm sure she ain't the only one either. Guaranteed. Promise you.
It's getting real in the streets.
Getting real out there. So this is Twin Zink.
Seth the Darkchild.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.